Thanks, Mark. That was awesome. We just love what these products are doing. We have so many testimonies, you guys. Thousands of people around the country are experiencing happiness, wellness, mental clarity. And so when you take a look at life, you guys know that I'm a Fortune 500 business guy that had a lot of success in business, both in traditional business as well as network marketing. I've been surrounded by some amazing people. And so when you look at opportunity as an entrepreneur, you say, well, you know what? The bigger the problems that you solve in life, the bigger the opportunity. So the bigger the problems that you solve, actually the more money you make. And so what we are looking to do is solve this issue of the pursuit of happiness. And with that, it requires a compensation plan, right? So if you're going to bring your friends into this opportunity and help them on their journey of happiness, well, you know what? We want to monetize that activity with a compensation plan. And so a lot of times people look at network marketing and they say, what's a comp plan? How does a comp plan work? How do I get rewarded? If I introduce my friends to you, is there anything in it for me? What I love about this product is so extraordinary, so life-changing that we know you would share it with your friends and family for free. I don't have to pay you. But for those of you that are looking for our comp plan, we feel that it's a game changer. We feel that we have a true blue ocean strategy on how to compensate you or reward you for helping us to build our business. So for the first time, we have a comp plan that you can literally be one and done. You see, if you recommend someone that gets involved in the business that produces revenue for us, well, we're going to reward you. We're not going to make you jump through hoops and do all these recruiting rules or these legs that so many of these companies have, where they have leg requirements that really trap you and create something called breakage. We feel like the #1 problem in network marketing is attrition, and we feel like the way that we can truly help reduce the amount of attrition in our industry is to eliminate as much breakage as possible and at the end of the day, pay you. So I want you to sit back and watch a short version of the beginning part of our compensation plan. I'm only going to show you one page. It's the first page. We actually have 3 pages of this comp plan. It's very, very dynamic, and better than that, it's extraordinarily lucrative. So I want you to think about maybe the 1 or 2 people that you could bring into this comp plan. Think about who you would talk to if you had one of the greatest opportunities ever. Because if you bring someone to us, just one person, we're actually going to pay you 22% of whatever they earn. Imagine that. You bring us someone that produces revenue for our company, we're going to pay them, and we're going to pay you 22% in a check match feature of whatever they earn. You say, hey, that sounds pretty good. Maybe I can bring you 2. Well, guess what? If you bring me 2 people, I'm going to raise the amount I'm going to pay you on the check match portion of those 2 people from 22 to 44%. Bring me 2 people that produce. You don't have to do anything. You introduce me to the relationship. The relationship helps our company grow. We're going to reward you with 44% check match. What does that look like? Well, let me show you on the board. If you come into our business and you bring 1 person into the business, we'll pay you 22% check match. Whatever we pay that person, pay them $100 a month, we're going to give you $22. Pay them $10,000 a month, we'll give you $2,200. On the second person that you give us in this business model, we're going to change that from 22, and we're going to pay you a 44% check match on the first 2 people in the business model. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You see, we've taken all the hoops out. You don't have to go out there and build multiple legs or create a bunch of revenue. Remember, I didn't say you had to create any revenue at all for us. But because you introduced us to these 2 people, we'll give you a 44% check match. Here's where things get interesting. What if you're like the normal network marketer that brings 3 people into these opportunities but never can unlock the extraordinary residual income? The third person is really, we call it the trifecta. This is where really the compensation plan really starts to accelerate, because when you bring us a third person, you're going to unlock a 20% commission. Not 5% for 8 levels or 6% for 3 levels if you do this or if you do that. The third person unlocks a 20% check match in the business model. So you bring us the number 3. Excuse me, I thought I had the blue pen. Bring me number 3. That unlocks a 20% commission in this plan. That person goes out and gets 2 people. The next thing that it does is it changes this 44% check match on the first 2 to 66. You're now on a 66% check match on your first 2 people. Now, I need to make an assumption because everybody has auto ship plans. Some companies are $50, $100, $200. We have a lot of products here that you can auto ship. So I'm just going to take a standard $100 auto ship. I'm going to assume, for the purposes of this video, that everybody's auto shipping $100 a month. Because remember, this is about residual income. It's not necessarily about how much money I make to sign people up into the business, but how much money can I make 6 months down the road if my team is on auto ship. So at $100 spend on the auto ship, we do something unique. We don't pay you a percentage of that in your commissionable volume or CV. We actually don't limit you by giving you 80% or 75%. I'm going to pay you 100% CV for $100 spent. So as you can see, for $100 spend, there's 100 CV in that business model. You guys, that's extraordinary. Most companies have a percentage of a percentage when they're paying you. So in this example, if everyone's on a $100 auto ship and that number 3 unlocks a 20% commission, well, guess what? That's $20 on number 3 and $20 on number 1 and $20 on number 2. How much is that? $60. Well, network marketing is about duplication. So what if that one person, number 3, they duplicated? So now the first and second person got 2 people. That's 20, 40, 60, 80. That's $80 residual income every month. So right there, if you just stopped right there, we got $140. But what if you said, wow, this is fantastic. I want to tell even a few more people. And you begin to bring in someone else into the business. Let's say you bring a 4th person into the business that gets 2 people. Well, that's a $60 residual income every single month. But to reward you for going beyond the average, above the 3 people and going to 4, we're going to change that 66% check match to 88% check match. So now you've got an 88% check match on your first 2. I'm going to take it one more level to the 5th person. You bring in 5 people in the business. They each go out and get 2 people. That's a $60 residual income. If we just add that up, number 3 has a $60 residual income. They're the only one of the 5 that actually duplicated, so that would be 80. 60 and 80 is 140, plus the 60 on the 4th business unit and the 60 on the 5th business unit. That's $260. So what I've done is I paid you $260. What did you do? You went out and got 5 people that got 2. You had 1 duplicate. But what if your first and second person duplicated? What if the first and second person did the same thing that you did? It made a $260 residual income. Well, if they made $260, the first person and the second person, and you're at 110, oh, I forgot to tell you, the 5th person unlocks 110%. So for those of you that used to be in the sports world, I'm an ex-athlete, my coach is always telling me, hey, Pankert, why don't you give me 110%? You're like, Coach, I'm doing the best I can. Well, guess what? I can now call my coach and say, I got a deal for you now, Coach. You give me 100%, I'm going to actually pay you 110% check match. So on $260, 110% check match is $282. I'm going to give you 110% check match on your first 2 people. I made $260 on my organization, and they did the same thing. So now my check match on those 2 people is $282. So $260 plus $282 plus $282 is $824. I want you to think about that. Do you know 5 people? Can you help them get 2 people? In this compensation plan, which revolutionary is going to completely change this industry, I just showed you how not to make a couple $100s a month, because that's what everybody preaches, right? Doesn't everybody want an extra couple $100s a month? I showed you how you can take an organization and partner with us and build and create an $824 residual income every single month. What happens when that duplicates? What happens when everybody else goes out and gets 2? 800 becomes 1,600, 3,200, 6,400. You guys can do the math. You get the idea. You see, what we've done is revolutionary in this industry because we've reduced all the breakage. We've reduced all the volume requirements and all the recruiting requirements. You know what? You share our product with people. You get people to take our challenge. Our challenge is, you know what? We believe you want to be happy. And in your pursuit of happiness, if you take our 30-day challenge, begin to do the simple attitudes of gratitude that Sean Aker prescribes, and take our product. Let us help you naturally release the oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and dopamine in your body. You're going to be amazed at how happy you feel, the mental clarity that you have, the energy that you have, and you know what? You're going to be a better person. So with that, this is page 1 of our comp plan. We've got 2 other pages that we'll roll out December 1st. You guys, we're in pre-launch. We're at the very beginning of this journey. No one knows what we're doing, but you know what? Every single person that takes a look at this is going to say, you know what? That looks too good to be true, but I want to give it a try. I want to take advantage of the happiness advantage that we're providing. Take a look at our products. Take a look at our comp plan. Take a look at our company. Thanks for getting on, everybody. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you guys, we have an amazing product. We have an amazing business model. We are in pre-launch right now. There's an opportunity to leverage yourself like you've never experienced before. There is so much talent here. People that have had great success being in this industry for a long period of time. What we're about to unleash on December 1st is going to change this industry forever. And this is your opportunity. Think about it. Just by merely getting started right now, and even if you just brought 2 people in, there's now 3 of you, which means that your organization has the potential to be 3 times larger versus just you waiting and starting on December 1st. So there's some incredible opportunities by getting back to the person that invited you here tonight, by taking that action. You know, he talked about just the simplicity of $824. The truth is when 1 and 2 go and bring in their 1 and 2, it's 160 more, and it's 320 more, and it's 640 more. And those are residuals. And that's just down one of those, through one of those groups. It can happen through all of them. So the potential of this is like nothing any of us have ever seen before. We've got the model. We've got the people to get started. We need you to come and help be our army so that we can change the way this industry works. Get back to the person that invited you here tonight. We're excited. Great things are soon to happen, and look forward to seeing y'all soon.